Morning, and welcome to, as always, First Tuesday. We like to do these for your benefit. As we've said before, if it's not your benefit, why are we doing it? As you know, we don't sell sponsorships. There's no advertising. Buy black T-shirts, get your hair bald, anything like that. So these are here for you. Your questions, your issues, your problems are what dictate who I get on for an AMA. Okay, so these aren't just my random buddies that I pull up or my random conversations when it's just me. These are here to help you. So this is a forum where everyone can jump on, ask questions, get them answered by experts. So the reason I say that is because if you have a problem, if you have an issue, then what I want you to do is to be able to tell us it, tell us what your problem is, and then we can actually make sure we get people to come on and answer it. So I want you to, I've just checked the Facebook Live to make sure it's there, usual kind of thing. Pop a little comment in there, pop a question in there, and we'll see what's going on to be able to answer these. I want to double check because at this moment in time, I'm not seeing any. So, folks, talk to me. I just want to make sure I've got it. There you go. Good. All right, okay, people are now starting to come on. Sorry about that. Well, I ranted on for a few seconds, so you can always go back and watch that in the replay. I want people to benefit from this. I've said it all along, First Tuesday, last Thursday. So one of the questions that we've often got, one of the problems that we've had in the past is people have been asking us the question about media. And they've been asking us a serious question about, how do we get it? Where is it relevant? Who should be getting it? Media is a funny little unicorn, and people chase it with different ideas and goals and desires from it. They look at it as a field of dreams, and they will literally get interviewed by a reporter, if they're lucky. That doesn't happen so much, and we'll go into that in a second. They'll get interviewed. They'll get their article ready. They'll then be told that it's coming out, wherever it's coming out. They'll get it, and then they'll sit there by their phone thinking to themselves, great, I've got this article come out. I picked out the house I'm going to buy on the beach. Why isn't my phone ringing with people trying to wire me money? Because as I've always said, and I want you to remember this at the start of this, getting media is one thing. What you do with it is everything. Media doesn't pay you. Where it gets you pays you. All right. So for that, I'm actually going to bring in a guy, a quirky wackadoo, as he likes to call himself, and me too, because he is exactly that, a visionary wackadoo. And I'm going to bring in Justin Breen of BrEpic, one of the most successful PR publicity media firms, I believe in Chicago. He'll correct me if I got the location wrong, but I'm going to bring him in here. So let's get the handsome Justin in here. Justin, how you doing, pal? So was I right? It is Chicago, isn't it? Yes, this is my backyard, 25 miles north of downtown Chicago. And that's why you've got a big jacket on, and that's why I'm wearing a black T-shirt. So one of us already is a little bit smarter than the other. Right. But, hey, it's a pleasure to have you on here. We did a podcast a while ago, so if anyone wants to go on to the Steve D. Sims website, look up podcast, you'll see the handsome Justin there, and we do a whole podcast of us just chatting away. This is not one of those times. This is not when we want to be just chatting between ourselves. This is where we want to help you on media. So the world of media has changed, and we don't even have to go back 20 years, 10 years, 5 years, but the world of media is constantly changing. What do you see happening? Yeah, it's a good question. So I was a journalist for 20 years, created my entire business model based on how PR firms annoyed me for 20 years. So I have a journalism perspective and entrepreneurial perspective and PR perspective. And my company, BrEpic's a little bit over 3 years old. So the biggest pleasant surprise I've seen in the 3+ years my company's been open is the power of podcasts in terms of how they're essentially replacing mainstream media in terms of relevance. And 3 key reasons, and I know you have a fourth, but usually the host is a vision.